Hello and welcome. My name is Sharon and this is Trio.of.Witches Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing another one of my unfair deck comparisons, which is an idea that I got from Mixtress Ray, where I take a couple decks that for some reason seem similar in some ways and kind of do a side by side and see where they're the same and where they're different. And this isn't any kind of a criticism of the decks because I only have decks that I like. I don't hold on to decks I don't like for long enough to ever do a video about them. So today we have the Ethereal Visions Luna Edition by Matt Hughes and the Botan Tarot by A Miyako A Miyako M. So, Botan Tarot, out of print. I'm sorry, I think she's working on a new version of it. So someday, either you'll be able to get, if you wanted to copy, from somebody for hopefully not too much, or you wait until there's a new version and hope to get that one, and I hope it's not too far away. It has a little white book in it, but it also comes separately a zine style, more of an art guide. So the little white book really has the most minimal amount of information, just sort of some keywords for each card. This, he talks more about the art. In particular, the tower is super interesting. And it's not a he, I think it's a she. I'm sorry, I apologize. Or they. We're just gonna go with they. Yeah, I don't know for sure. Anyway, so in the beginning it talks about that Botan in Japanese means peony. On the back of the cards is peonies. The tower is super interesting. The artist is of Japanese heritage. So this talks about the internment camps in the United States during World War II. So that is really very interesting. So there's a lot in here about the background of the art of each card. So that's the little zine. I highly recommend it. It's not expensive, so if you get the deck, I think you can still get the zine at lots of places, from the artist or from other websites. So here's the two boxes. This one is a two-part box. There's the back of it, some info on it. Put it over there. Backs, and I will zoom in a minute. Comes with a nice little guidebook, black and white pictures of each card. Not a whole lot of info on each, but it's a RWS based, so you can look it up. It has some extra cards. I'm curious if they're in here. Yes. So it goes from the world, and then it has fate, which is 22, and agape, which is 23. And then into the minors. So that's the little book for that one. And the Botan Tarot is one of these drawer style boxes. And there's the peonies on the back. Together. And this is a little white book. So yeah, it's just keywords, but it does have color images. So, I mean, this is handy. It is, again, it's also RWS inspired. I think it veers off in some places. But, so that's useful if you you don't want to carry around the zine everywhere. It'd almost be nice if that zine came in a PDF format. So zoomed in a little here. So these are edged in blue. I believe there's an edition that's edged in gold. This is the indigo edging, and then the Luna is silver. The cardstock on the Luna is, it's really thin and super flexible. So it's super easy to shuffle. This is one of my favorite kind of cardstocks. It's a little thinner than like Anima Mundi, which is one of my favorite cardstocks, and it's a light linen. I just love the backs of those cards. So beautiful. Okay, so let's flip it over. So we can see why I feel like these are somewhat similar. And I feel like it's the art style. This is very Art Nouveau. This is, but it's still, even though this isn't, I mean, I'm no art expert, not even in my wildest dreams. Something about them just feels, so the colors, for sure. So they both have a white dog there. He's just chilling instead of leaping off somewhere. And the Magician. I love, so there's so many tattoos. Everybody has tattoos in the Botan Tarot. And they're so amazing. She's beautiful. Almost look like those almost look like peonies, or I wonder if it says in the book what those flowers are. No. Okay. High Priestess. Those are both beautiful too. I'm going to say that about every card because there isn't a card in either of these decks that I don't like. Empress. I think it's the abundance of flowers too that made me feel that these were very similar decks. And when I talk about similar, I mean, you know, not just the art style, but the energy of it. It's the High Priest and the Hierophant, and there is no person there. I really wish the Luna talked more about what's in these images and why. Because it's so cool and so different. So I'm not sure if you can even get the Ethereal Visions Luna edition anymore. It was up for sale on his website. I'll provide links below. Chariot. I wonder if those are Shiba Inu. Let's see what those dogs are on the Botan, if it says. Because I know there's Kitsune in it. Not there yet. Black and white wolves. Okay, my dog is barking because she says it's dinner time, so I'm gonna have to take a break for a sec. All right, well, there's new noises outside. It's summertime and people are gardening, so what are you gonna do? So a black and white wolf. Strength. She seems like it's almost her pet in that one. She's got some attitude, doesn't she? A hermit. Yeah, the color story in these two decks is so similar. Justice. Hanged Man. And in both cases, they're definitely much more in control of their predicament, aren't they? Death. Temperance. And a pop of yellow all of a sudden there. I hadn't seen that before so far. Double. I like how in the Botan they're much more close up. And the tower that I was talking about earlier from the Japanese internment camps. Star. I don't think I realized earlier that she was holding a star. I think I thought that was like a crystal ball or something. The moon. Yeah, I'm sorry for the noise. I think my neighbor is obsessed with his lawn. It's all he ever does. The sun. This is a very different one, but it definitely embodies that male energy of the sun, right? Judgment. The world. And I do like in the Luna that there's different body types and skin colors. There's the extra card, so there's Fate. And Agape, which is the only one. Interesting that it was designed to be reversible like that. Okay, so now we got the wands. Typical hand holding it, and I don't think there's any hands holding any of the aces in the Botan. I like that it's bamboo. And 2. So going to be a lot more animals in the Botan Tarot than there are normally in a RWS. And these are the Kitsune, I believe, already, because one form of Kitsune is with the 9 tails. It's like the highest form, but the other levels, let's see, ones. Just looking it up real quick, just to make sure I'm not talking out of the side of my mouth. Nope, it's a Wolf King. And the 2, was it Tanuki? The Tanuki. And I think those were like some kind of raccoon dog or something. I'd have to look that up. And the 3 is a Wolf King. So it does have a little mythology in here. So I can just read this one real quick. The 3 of Wands suggests progress, foresight, expansion. The Wolf King surveys his kingdom as he makes his nightly trek to the top of the mountain, guided by flame-like will-o-wisps. Historically, Mount Fuji was more volcanically active, and was believed that the smoke rising from the peak was the emperor burning letters to reach his beloved princess Kaguya, also known as the princess in the bamboo, though this is how the traditional tale of Kaguya Hime ends. My story picks up from this point as a new beginning. So I just love this deck. So I hope you can get one if you like it. Okay. 4 of Wands. And the 5 of Wands. It's a little more pippy, isn't it? So there's some kind of a dragon face there or something. I guess I should get a pointer or something someday. 6 of Wands. Seven of Wands. So again, I just like, I'm apologizing for the noise, but I've tried waiting until there's no noise and it's summertime, and there's always noise because my neighbor every day is doing his lawn. Every day. So that's much more traditional-ish looking, isn't it? This is almost like a knight. 9 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands. And the Page. They're a very, very similar feeling, aren't they? And the Knight. And the Queen. And again, they both brought in the goldens and the yellows. Like how it's a little cat down here and it's a fox, it looks like. And the King. Cups, the lotus flowers and cherry blossoms here, it looks like. The 2 of Cups. All right, so we might have panting now because my dog has decided to join us. And he's old, he's 16 now, so his trek up the stairs is always very hard for him. Yep, hear that? So there we got some kind of a sea creature in this one. And the 3 of Cups. It's like the 3 fates. I wonder if it is. Let's see what he says about the 3 of Cups. Ah, it goes backwards, okay. Where in the world is it? Okay. Nope, still, no. 4 of Cups. So this is definitely your traditional RWS. This is very different feeling. I love that blue. So pretty. 5 of Cups. You got some disappointment going on there with that broken one, don't you? And the 6 of Cups. That's just adorable. 7. I love how this one has a dragon and this one has a snake. That's cool. 8. It's kind of a snake dragon thing there. He's thinking about walking away, isn't he? Or she. 9. And 10. So that's super traditional Although I love that it's so much more close up and we don't have the usual rainbow going on. I'm okay with that. Page. I like that it's female. Knight. That's some pretty cool armor. Queen. Seahorses, yay! She's got a little sass going, doesn't she? The king. Okay, so these two, so similar. And that color story in these two is just the same. Chrysanthemum, I believe. 2. 3. In fact, I think in the Botan, each suit is a flower. Okay, another break while I look that up. It doesn't say it up front, but yes. So the Chrysanthemum Kingdom is the swords. The Bamboo Kingdom was the wands. The Orchid Kingdom is the coins. And the Plum Blossom Kingdom is the cups. So I don't know that the little white book covers that. Let me see if that would have been lost. Yeah, they don't talk about that at all in the little white book for the Botan, so you wouldn't have known that it, I mean, other than it's depicted throughout, but it wouldn't have been explicit. So 3 of Swords, we got our traditional stabbed heart. And I love in here that it's not a stabbed heart. Yeah. Meredith, if you're watching this, here you go. Quite a contrast from what you are kind of tired of. 4 of Swords. So, and we have some, it's interesting how these knightish characters in the Luna edition are throughout the suit. The 5, oh, wow. That color story is like exactly the same. Just turned on its head. So if you didn't notice, I'm really into the first thing I notice is the colors, and then I start absorbing more of the image. Come on. 7. So these 2 suits, I mean, these 2 decks in this suit have the exact same, I mean, look at that. It's the same color story. Eight. 9. Okay, so now we got a lot more blue and green, and this is definitely nightmarish, isn't it? kind of a quail. Maybe some kind of Japanese bird that I don't recognize. It's pretty traditional there. That page. I love that the pages are females. The knight. See that color story? Is it the rusty color? We've still got the purple lilac. Queen. Oh, those are both so beautiful. And the king. Right. So this is Coins' Orchids. And little rabbits. Three. I like how the monkeys on the deer, they're working together to get the fruit. Four. Five. It's interesting. The horse appears to be struggling to get down the hill, perhaps. Six. Seven. Oh. 8. 9. It's so luxurious. It's kind of a saddle. And the 10. The bunnies again. They're so cute. In different phases of the moon. That's cool. Page. Seriously? Knight. Queen. And the king. Oh, wow. Does it really feel the same? I love this horse on his cape, jacket, whatever it is. Okay, so that was the Botan Tarot and the Ethereal Visions Luna Edition Tarot. And I hope you enjoyed that. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves and each other. Bye. It is July of 2022, and it is time for another deck giveaway. This time it is the Osho Zen Tarot. So this is a deck that I bought and really tried to connect with, so I didn't, I ran out of my Amazon return window. So it's not worth trying to sell because it's, you know, it's mass market, it's not expensive. By the time, you know, I sell it for $5 and then the $10 shipping, it's just like, just what, why? So I'm gonna give it away. Lisa Pepez is the one who convinced me to get this because she loves it. It was her first deck. In theory, okay, it's black and white. In theory, I would like it because the artwork is pretty. The colors are pretty, but it's just not my jam. So there are plenty of I'll go really fast, but there are plenty of walkthroughs of this deck. If you want to go and see, is this a deck I would like to try to win for free? You can do that somewhere else. Probably Lisa Pepez at Supportive Tarot. I'm sure she has gushing walkthroughs because I'm sure I watched them, and that's how I got convinced to get this deck. But like I said, it's just not my jam. So I'm not even going to show all the cards. And that's pretty. See, that's pretty. That's pretty. But it just, you know, it doesn't ring my bell. So if you'd like to win it, you can comment below in this video with the word Zen and whatever else you want to say. And any video that I post in the month of July of 2022 that I have this at the end of, or where I mention the drawing somewhere and what keyword you should be entering in the comments, then you can enter as many times as you want. And each entry will get you another little piece of paper in my bowl, so it will increase your chances. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and good luck.